Hello guys, and in today's video I would like to talk about the different lenses of your camera. You as a camera, you of course you have different lenses through which you see the reality, through which you take pictures. Of course that you can also say that those lenses could be like your culture, your environment, how you lens depending on how you were grown up and stuff like that, like which family did you have, which kind of hobbies did you have, maybe which zodiac sign did you have or have, and stuff, had or have, yeah. Or but basically I'm talking about when we take a person as an individual already, as a, like everybody, we all have the same kind of organs and stuff like that, right? So not depending on culture, we ignore the culture aspect, the environment aspect, the country that the person is from, yeah, the culture that he's in, like literature and stuff like that. We ignore that part, and we'll talk about more about that everybody have and how it's done. So the lenses that I'm about to talk about, which are inside of us, are our low-key chakras. Maybe you heard about like different chakras that there are. There's like a crown chakra, first eye chakra, heart chakra, gut chakra, I mean solar plexus chakra, and how you call it, root chakra, right? It may sound like sas, or like, it may sound like delulu, but it's actually a thing though. It may sound like like somehow freaky mysterious to a person who just heard about them right now, or heard about it like a little bit before, but in the way that, in a strange way, that, for example, let's say you're hearing chakras for the first time as the person who just like lives every day and just lives, and shit like that, and not into spirituality and all these different things, and not into astrology and shit like that. Like when he hears chakra, it sounds hella delusional, but low key we all have those. We all have those like lenses. We all have those like chakras within of us, and like depending on how much do you, like, when you dive into one chakra, and let's say in one lens, into one pool, when you dive into it, you like dive into that environment, right? So now you give your life into that environment, aka your thoughts and feelings, and you create kids, and you create like different visions, ideas, and stuff like that. You make a new like bloodlines going on and on and on. You can make a new generations pop up and stuff like that, completely new ones that are not on the same kind of not from the same culture as the other ones, let's say. Like now you can see the difference, the generational gap between like boomers, or what's the name of that, like grandparents, like aka my grandparents, let's say, and me, right? There's like a generation gap between of that, but that generation gap is also, I mean, like, it's because of the evolution one, it's because of zodiacs and shit like that, it's because of the environment that around, but all those things are kind of are correlated to the same local shit, but yeah, and we even though we may as I yeah, different generations like that, but I was talking about like when you jump into something and then you start to focus in it, put your intention towards it. Now you build something in front of it, like you have nothing, you just have like a white piece of paper, and now little by little you're starting to do some investments into it. You do like one line, you do another line, you do a third line. Now you have like a square, and now you can make a house or a rocket, like depending on what you want to do, right? But you start with small investments, aka yeah, a line, but aka slash a thought or a feeling, but all those things are also like the same shit. And then first it is your idea, then it is your action to do a line and draw a line, so basically it's the same shit, right? But getting back to the point of lenses and stuff like that, so yeah, we all have those lenses, and depending on which lens you are in, that's how you may perceive the world, see the world, even be on that type of wave, which another person will not get, or you will not get that person's words, because they're coming out from another lens, and you're looking at this world at this moment through a different lens than that guy, right? Something like that, right? So like you have a green lens and you see everything is green, and the guy sees everything like in a rose lens and shit like that, you know. And he sees everything in the rose, and he'll be like, "Oh, look at the tree, it's pink." But you're gonna say like, "What the fuck? It's not pink, it's green," because you're looking to the green one, right? But you're both of you are looking at the same stuff. You're looking at the tree, but you're just looking at it from different lenses. That's why you may not be on the same frequency, because a different lens creates a different type of frequency, right? So let's look at lenses as antennas, right? So you have different antennas, and each antenna has its own frequency, and like when you vibe on it, you will vibe on it, right? And then you receive stuff and you receive it in this type of way. But for example, if you would be like in this antenna, which is higher, it maybe would go faster and shit like that. Now you would vibe a little bit faster. Now it would be not like here, you know, or not like here where it's like hella dense and shit like that. So you have different antennas, and you as a phone, you tune in into those antennas, deciding on how you want to see the world. But low-key, you have to use those lenses, aka chakras, those different realms, based on what you need and what is being put to you, right? So you have to like be like a magician and understand like, okay, at this now I have to use this, now I have to use that, now I have to use this one because the situation that I'm in right now is better for me to use this one and not the one that I came in, that I was vibing on when I came into this building and shit like that, right? But what are the antennas? Maybe it would be nice for me to mention it like straight away, but I would say that those antennas are I say that those are your chakras, and chakras are within of your body too. You know, first it can be like yes, something is there, blah blah blah, energetically speaking, but even they created organs for them, right? So we have different chakras, right? We have like a crown chakra, first eye chakra, where the place where your brain is at, low key your mind, right? Your mind is like your brain, but the brain is like the vessel for your mind to be in and shit like that, right? So we have a spirit and we have a body. Spirit, like you cannot see it, but it's the one who gives the energy to this like physical vehicle and shit like that. In the same way, you also have the different chakras, which then were like manifested due to a long time into organs, right? So first we have like our minds, like the first chakra. I mean, like you can look at the chakras, but like I will for now say what we have. Like which chakras, which then turn into organs, do we have? We have like mind, okay, that could be the first one, and the crown chakra, I guess. Then we have the throat chakra, aka your throat, right? The one that makes vocals and shit like that. Then we have your heart chakra, and it's called heart chakra, I guess too. So it's like the organ that manifested from it is the heart. Then we have the gut, solar plexus. Then we have the dick and the pussy area, which is like the root chakra and shit like that, right? And so on and so on and so on. But they all created organs, right? And even if you will say so basically how it works, like how I can make it sound not delulu, I would say I can make it sound delulu in the way that, for example, let's say when you're going out in the streets, let's say you can even do like that experiment by yourself and shit like that, right? You can look at the same object. Let's say we're looking at this shit, right? We're looking at the same object, but it's like from different, let's say we're looking at the same stuff. Let's say it's a tree, right? We're looking at the tree from different antennas of ours, the different lenses of ours, you know, the different environments, aka chakras of ours. So you can look at the tree in a different through different lenses, and you will get different ideas about it, you know, about because of that. So let's say if you take our crown chakra, our third eye chakra, our mind, and we look at the tree from the perspective of our minds, we may to come to ideas such as, oh, we can create paper, or we can make the dollar bill, we can make wood for us to have fire in winter, we can have fruits to eat, we can have food to eat, we have stuff to feed our animal, blah blah, and shit like that. We have even juice to some degree, you know, some or like syrup, doesn't matter, you know. That's because you're looking at this tree through the lens of your crown first eye chakra, right? Your logical like your mind is like logic. It's like we think with our mind, right? Like the knowledge and shit like that, how we put stuff together, everything is mind. It's like the antenna. When we see everything happening, we get hurt, it comes to our mind. Now we think about like, okay, what I can do for it not to hurt and shit like that, right? So everything is like logic and stuff like that. And when we look at the tree from this type of lens, we look at it from a logical type of lens, right? Then let's say, I mean, like you have a throat chakra, right? You can look at through the communicative type of way, like, oh yeah, the tree is like, I don't know, communicating or something like that. You know how I can use this, that, and third for something, and so on and so on. I mean, like I'm kind of bad with throat chakra. I cannot give no examples. Maybe you know some examples and you can give it to me. But I guess like to some degree, like I can now. Maybe throat chakra gives me the opportunity to taste the fruits, to taste the fruits and be like, yeah, okay, it's nice. I can actually have this tree in my garden, and I don't have to cut it down only for wood. Let me cut the other one down for wood. Now I'm using my first eye chakra. Let me cut some other trees for wood because this tree has good fruits, so I will eat this one, right? So now you're like maybe communicating, I don't know. But yeah, the next important one after the mind would be I mean, like I'm not putting 1 2 3 like on the pedestal, right? Not this is not number first, this is not number two, this is not number three. Everything is like important, but it's like those would be the most three, right? Your mind, your heart, and your dick and pussy area and shit like that. So now we're going to your heart. So now, if you would look at the tree from this type of lens, we are switching lenses right now. We were like in the first eye chakra and shit like that. Now we're switching our lens. Now we're putting a heart chakra lens on, or aka you are jumping from here down here. Now you're vibing on this antenna. Now you're vibing on the frequency that this antenna, aka organ, aka heart chakra, pushes out, which is like loving energies, which is like appreciation, which is like warmness to some degree. Let's say you will see a tree and you'll be like, oh, this tree is so beautiful, this tree is so beautiful, it's like it gives life, it receives life, it gives life. Because of this I can eat fruits, because of this I have a shadow which I can sit under and like enjoy this, and it's a part of God, or it's a part of life, it's part of universe. So to some degree it's a part of me. You're feeling all this like loving energies and stuff like that. You're vibing on this frequency, like the same information that you were getting when you were here, like in your mind. The same information, I mean, like you see the same tree, right? And here you also see the same tree, but like due to the fact that you're vibing on different frequencies here than there, you're like receiving it in a different way. You're receiving it now in a loving way and stuff like that. And like you even want, to some degree, that you get like so loving energies that you even may pull up to the tree and hug it and stuff like that, because you will love it to a crazy extent and stuff like that, but we're not talking about no homo shit. And then your third chakra or something like that, important chakra, is your dick or pussy area chakra, aka your root chakra, the chakra that you jump in, which is like that sexual shit, like let's say, oh, I want the tree so much, let me cut it down and take it to my place and shit like that. That's how that low-key demonic part of you, because it's like desires, right? So it just makes you stand up, it makes you to go crazy to such a degree that you'll be down to drive like 4 hours for some pussy and shit like that, through winter and storms and heavy rains, but you're like, nah, I want to get some pussy, let me let me just like go for hours. But it's like the same way it also works for drugs and shit like that. So basically, if you combine all this shit all together, it's like Loki desires and shit like that, right? So it comes from there. So you get sparked, okay, you get erected, and then you want to like do it hella bad, Maybe sometimes doesn't even matter with who, because you just wanna bust a nut and shit like that. But it's a crazy life we live in, right? But so basically, yeah. So I have those 3 different antennas. Maybe one of the good examples also would be, let's say, I'm looking at the girl, right? And how I'm looking at her through my 3 different lenses. So I can look at the female through my, also, let's say if I'm vibing on this antenna in my head, I'll be like, oh yeah, she's dressing pretty good. the way she put her outfit together matches and stuff like that. You know, it even matches the environment, it matches the club that she came in. So she was like, she came, um, so she was like not logical, but she like passionately, not passionately, but like in a logical way, in a smart way, she put her stuff together, right? So it's like a big flex and stuff like that. Then I can look at her like, oh, the way she speaks, um, the way she uses her vocabulary, like if she's smart or not. Can she talk about this topic? Can she talk about that topic? Can she like ask some questions too, and not for me to be the only one who will ask questions, you know, and stuff like that. For me, like to be initiated, blah blah blah. Like getting back to like the old days where the man has to be the one who does everything, but gets no responses back, and like what the fuck you even need to speak for? Like we're having a conversation. I'm not having like a um trial for you to test me. Like we are having a conversation, so let's like, is there even a need for me to talk to you? You know, because now I'm looking at this girl from the perspective of like, oh damn, can I talk with you? Like, you know, I'm not looking at her from the way of like being in love, which will come later too, or like being hella horny, like, oh shit, I just want to smash her and shit like that. Oh, that ass is hella big, I want to smash that ass. But like now I'm looking at her from like my mind antenna, right? Which is like, can I talk with her? Is like, is she low-key smart? Like, is she um can I use her like for my own things, you know, for my own purposes, like, or she will be just like a waste of time, and I can do way more on my own, you know, and shit like that. So now I'm thinking with my logical part of me, not with my heart, which like, oh yeah, that if I would look from my heart at her, that would be like more in a way that, oh, she looks so beautiful, she's so cute, oh, she's so loving, she came to a house party, but she brought a cake. So she came in with like pure love, you know, she came into the building with pure love. She pulled up to me, she said hi, or she saw me sitting like somewhere in the corner not talking to anybody, and she was the first one who pulled up to me, and she was like, oh, what's up, hey, don't worry, like don't be shy, it's like let's go, I will help you to meet other people, you know, and shit like that. But I'm talking it's just like examples. I'm maybe that's gay sometimes, but I'm not, I don't know, like I'm just giving examples that how you may perceive the image of a girl if you would swim in your heart area, you know. You may even fall in love to some degree, because you'll feel the vibe, you know. You'll look at her more in a vibey way, you know, maybe how her action she does, maybe how the voice that she speaks, the tone of the voice, even how it sounds, and not maybe in the mind you'll be more in the way. You would not peep those, you would not peep her movements, you would not peep her way of speaking, you would peep her what she was saying, you know, the vocabulary, the part of it, like the logical, the smart, blah blah blah, this type of antenna. This is another antenna. This is the antenna of you vibing. Yeah, fuck this shit. This is antenna of you vibing, and this is antenna of you, like, you know, it's like the antenna where the cancer came from, the mother energies and shit like that. The father energies maybe would be your mind and shit. Your mother energies would be your heart, or your father would be your dick energy. I'm not sure though. But something would be the third one, not the child, which maybe the child would be the dick area. So basically, you have something popping up, then you have a feeling about it, then it like the idea and the vibe comes together. Now you painted something, created something. Now you have a passion to go for it. It's like that, right? Or maybe, I mean, like, it doesn't matter. Yeah, and then we have the third area, which is your dick or pussy area. And if I would look from that perspective on at a girl, as I said before, I would be like maybe horny, maybe I wanted to smash her, maybe I would be like, oh damn, that ass is fat. I would be like, oh damn, sorry, can you be my boo, or something like that, you know. So I would look at her from my horniness, low-key, from a dick area. I would not take in consideration if she would be a good wife. I would not take in consideration if she would be a good person to talk to, you know, like to have a good conversation, a logical, maybe even like intelligent conversation with this person. But I would look at her more in the way that, like, I don't give a shit, I just want to smash her, and then I'm a dip and shit like that, you know. Can she take drugs with me? And shit like that. Yeah. Like if she is into drugs the way I'm into drugs, so we can both like smoke zoots all day long and shit like that, right? But yeah, and so basically you have those antennas within of you or lenses of your camera, and you like jump into them, and that's how you see the world. But the main point I would say is that you have to also have it in your mind. So sometimes maybe when you will get some thoughts or ideas, and you will be like, why I'm getting those thoughts and ideas, maybe peep from which lens you're looking at the world at right now, right? You can look at the girl, but you will think about like being like, let's say you look at the girl when you're being in your root chakra, in your sexual organs space environment, right? And you'll be looking at her like, oh damn, I want to smash her, I want to smash, I want to smash, I want to smash, I want to smash. And you'll be like sitting there and thinking like, damn, eh, eh, is I am that freaky that I'm only thinking about like smashing and shit like that. But maybe you're not only thinking about smashing, it's just only that you jump into that desire chakra and shit like that, and you're maybe there way longer than maybe the other people. So maybe that's why you're getting more thoughts about smashing than the other guy and shit like that, right? But the moment you will like have a nut, bust a nut, relapse or something like that, you will get out from that. I'm not saying you will get out. It depends on you if you'll get out from it or not. You know, if a nut will be enough for you to stop jumping into that place and swimming there and building, creating ideas and stuff like that for you to like put water into it, right? So it depends on you. But it's like, but a nut can help. Who knows? But also you just getting out from it can also help. You know, you can be thinking horny thoughts and shit like that, but the moment you can switch into your like crown chakra and shit like that, look at yourself from the third perspective and be like, what I'm doing, I have to like think about books because I have a test tomorrow and shit like that. I don't have to think about pussy right now. But yeah, or you will jump in your heart area and you'll be like, oh damn, they're just fucking and there's no there's no like, yeah, fucking is good, but smashing is good, but is there uh, sweet pillow talk after it? You know, can I talk with that girl after it? Like, will she be the one to lay down there and I will tell her all my worries about my life and she'll be the one to support me and shit like that, you know? But now we are vibing in our heart areas. So yeah, so basically also like it's a problem because sometimes people may look at the same shit from different lenses and they will not understand each other. But they will not understand each other due to the fact that they are in different lenses. So also it's like if you want to be a bad witch or a bad magician or wizard and shit like that, you also have to understand what you're using. You know, now you, due to the fact that you know that you have different antennas and you can tune to different ones as you want, maybe you can also mix them. Now you can be the one to go out in the streets and be like, oh yeah, he said to me that, now let me jump here, let me jump here, oh I want to get that, let me jump down there. Do I fuck with this shit? Let me jump into my heart area and see if I vibe with it and shit like that, you know, because I'll get those because I'll get now, I will have like a heart lens, and I will see if that shit that I'm looking at right now will fit my heart lens and shit like that. If not, then like, yeah, okay, let's see what we can do with that else. Let me jump in my head area right now, and let me see what I can do with that in like in a logical way. You know, maybe I cannot smash that girl, but maybe I can use her to my advantage, and she'll be the one who will do like TikTok posts and shit like that because she has a feminine voice, and the feminine voice will go to people's hearts. Okay. You will direct, you will like shoot at the person's heart and shit like that to some degree. You know, you'll get to that